I was raised by my great grandmother and my great great aunt because my mother passed away early in our lives when I was about 12, and they could do things. I think they were super women, and that's where when you hear the line 32 flavors in a Dixie cup. Now you imagine how small a Dixie cup is.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if you get a black woman and you say, hey, I want all 32 flavors, she going to make it work in there. You know what I'm saying? She's going to make it work. So she's able to do things that you don't even, and she ain't even got to really plan it because she's just so good at taking care of the whole world, you know. Yeah. So that's really the song behind it, you know. 32 flavors in a Dixie cup.
I want to spin it. So you stay in that seat. We'll be right back. This is Black Licorice Ice Cream, Son of Pearl. Be back.
She's a queen. Every superhero brother's dream. Not just a freak, but she can get knee deep if she needs to be. Obscene with the intellect. You know she writes the check, yeah, she gets the bag. She's like no woman you ever had. She lights it up. 32 flavors in a Dixie cup. She hella tough. One kiss is never enough. Black licorice ice cream. Thick chocolate in motion when she on the scene. She lights it up. She lights it up. Play girl, come on. Everybody knows the future of a nation is what a woman sows. There's no misses without sisters. She can go standard. She can be that tough love bandit. She can rescue the world single-handed. And she ain't even got a planet. She lights it up. 32 flavors in a Dixie cup. She hella tough. One kiss is never enough. Black licorice ice cream. Thick chocolate in motion when she makes the scene. She lights it up. Yeah, she does. She lights it up. Play now.
That is Black Licorice Ice Cream, everyone. Son of Pearl, Teddy. Which album is that track on?
That particular tune is a single. It's not on the album, but you can find it at Bandcamp and Tidal and Spotify. It's a single. It was just a single.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you for that information. Thank you. So as we move along in the show, I'd like to ask you, Tedi Robinson, will you be setting up any future scheduled events? Will you be performing live? I know the pandemic is confusing to everybody right now. So are you going to be doing any events later on down the road here?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I've been invited in my hometown of Panama City, Florida. They have a big festival. I think it's called the Gulf Breeze or Sea Breeze Jazz Festival, Music Festival in Panama City. When I was a kid, there was nothing like that there. Okay. But they're going to have it there. I've been invited to play some of the after parties after that big festival. So I'm really looking forward. That'll probably be my first live gig ever since the pandemic has been going. I've just been writing and composing, with both of my producers. My main producer out of Baltimore is called Flightmore, and he's awesome, as you could probably see.
Yeah.
Most of the tunes are produced by him. And, of course, in Detroit, Kelly out of Thailand. So we plan to do that. That will be our first big live gig, and we're really excited because the Seabreeze Jazz Festival is a big thing. And so that'll be kind of some great exposure to kind of even if you're doing the after show, people hang around. So it's going to be cool.
Well, you will be putting that information on your social media, correct?
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Well,
Right.
once we solidify where we're going to be and dates and shows and times, we'll definitely put it out there.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for that information. Wow. So as we move along, you are more than welcome to give a shout out to all the lovely people that have supported you in your music career and the making of these 2 newest singles.
Well, I can tell you so many people, but I usually keep it pretty simple, to my family and fans, and my fans, my brand of music is called MellowFunkism because, it's where the groove is always mellow and the rhythm is the ism, as they say. But to my family and my fans, I just want to say, hey, I appreciate the extreme support we had. I remember a couple of months ago, we were we only had 500 listeners on Spotify. Last month we had 11,000 listeners.
Oh, wow!
So we're gaining momentum, and it's because of people like you who come along and give an independent artist an opportunity to show his wares, And I let the music speak for myself. I often tell people, they may be sleeping on me now, but eventually they'll be dreaming about me. So come on, I got something for you. Right. So and most of all, my producers, Flightboard, D. Trent, my graphic guy, Brandon Campbell of Asha Media Productions here in Baltimore, my family back in Miami, my Alpha for Alpha brothers, 06, most definitely in my line. We just had our little 40-year anniversary. So I'm really happy that we're still brothers after all these years. We all attended Florida State together. So it was really good. So that's pretty much, it's an okay thing, I tell people, it's a KO. We definitely appreciate everything that they do,
Yeah. Is that all the folks you naming?
Oh, yeah, because I keep it simple, because if you try to name everybody, you're going to miss out somebody. And I hate to generalize, because if you drop off a few letters, you're going to lie on somebody. So I just try to keep it general, I try to keep it general so that nobody say, hey, man, you didn't say my name. Well, bro, if you close to me, you family, right? You friends, right? Or you a fan, right? You in there.
Yeah. Well, how about me giving them an applause that they will keep on supporting you through your music journey.
Right.
Well, as we going towards the end of our showcase, I done had so much fun with you, Tedi Robinson.
Thank you. I'm digging you too.
I would like to also mention that I love your voice, and your lyrics and all your music. You do poetry, is that correct?
Yeah, poetry was my first avenue of expression, I would say.
Yeah.
And it kind of bled over into, writing songs and composing. So when I picked up the bass, I already had a book of lyrics I can choose from.
Right. Well, thank you for that information. Thank you. So I have a few more tracks I'll play at the end of the show. I have If You Try, Love on High is my favorite, and I do love Queen, Queen, and Ruby's Groove. So are any of those your favorites?
Well, I can tell you that Love on High was like, I think, one of the first tunes that me and Flight actually sat down and felt like, wow, we got something with this one. And I guess we shot the video down in Baltimore on the beaches. It was really, really cool, and we got some good receptions from it. Queen is very special to my heart because it always reminded me of what my mom would have been if she had survived this life.
Yeah.
And I love Flight's his bars when he comes in and does his bars.
Yeah.
A lot of people compare him to Jay-Z when he flows like that, but he got his own style. He got his own style. But when he puts it all together and he tells you about Shaka Zulu's mother, and you realize how powerful black women are in this world.
Right. Yes. Yes.
I mean, women in general, but especially black women, how strong they have to be. Then hey, they're all queens.
Yes. And what about Ruby's Groove and If You Try?
Now, Ruby's group, the greatest thing about that song is that, for a long time when I came back from my first deployment, and I've had a few, when you come out of combat zone, sometimes you just want silence. You just want to hear nothing. But as a musician, I wasn't able to do that because I kept hearing music. But I didn't want to hear any words.
Right.
I didn't want to hear any words. I didn't want to hear anything. I just wanted to hear music. So I wrote that tune in aspects of that, And it's so crazy because there's some very important people in my life, like my father remarried, and my mother's name is Ruby. Some very special people in my life. Their mama named Ruby. So it was a simple thing to do. If you try, I saw my uncle give a show that kind of made me want to be a musician. And he was back in the day, and they opened the show for a group called the Controllers. I don't know if you ever heard of those guys.
No, I haven't.
And he opened the show for another group called Seventh Wonder. Anyway, they were like regional charting, artists and everything. And they came out doing an a cappella thing, and I thought that was the greatest thing in the world. So when I wrote the tune, If You Try, I kept on imagining that particular vibe opening up the show for me. And I invite anybody to come and groove with me. So it was a no-brainer. I think it's funky.
Yeah, I like it. I really like it.
I think it's funky.
Yes, you have an amazing talent. I love your voice, your lyrics, your music. You have so much color. And I would like for you to mention your social media information again and where your music can be found on any of the music outlets online everywhere. Go right ahead.
Okay. All right. Primarily, you can find me at sonofpearl.bandcamp.com, or you can just go to Bandcamp and just put in Son of Pearl, and I'm quite sure you'll see me. You can find me on all major platforms: Tidal, iHeartRadio, Amazon, YouTube, Spotify, you can find me on Deezer, which is the French, equivalent. You can find me on Saban, which is, I think, is the Spanish equivalent. So you could find me anywhere. Even if you just Google Son of Pearl, it'll come up and say artist, and you'll be able to click on the links and find me. If you want to find me on Twitter, it's Neo Soul Bassman. If you want to find me on Instagram, it's Son of Pearl 59. And if you go to Facebook, just search for Son of Pearl. And I'll be there.
All right. Thank you for that information. Thank you. So as we're coming to the end of our fun, any words of encouragement? No. I know. We got to go. Any words of wisdom, any encouraging words you want to give as you sign out off air?
Well, I would tell anybody that truly continue to be the person you are always becoming, meaning you're constantly evolving. You cannot be the same person you were 10 years ago. You can't be a better version. You can't be an improved version. Or you might decide to break the shell and break the mold. Like I say, I feel like I'm a limited edition. They stopped making them after me. So you're going to have to go ahead and move on into your place. I would also say that my mother used to always tell me, better a diamond flawed than a pebble, meaning that even if you got some issues, you're still shining.
Right.
You're still shining. You can never look at yourself and think, I'm not worthy. You are worthy. And in the end, all you have to do is be wonderfully you. That's what the new single next month is called, Wonderful, featuring Carlos Brickhouse and on 6ix9ine Records out of the UK. Just have to be wonderful, and a lot of people say, well, what does that mean? That means that, hey, if you wake up in the morning and you feel like you don't want to put on any makeup and you just want to pull your hair back and put on your bamboo earrings or whatever you wear, do that. Be wonderfully that person that day, and it'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what KO said.
That's amazing. Thank you for those encouraging words.
You're welcome.
This is Brenda Moss signing out with my guest, Tedi Robinson, a.k.a. Son of Pearl. Go check him out on all the